Welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. This is your vessel and host, rosanamod, and here we go. Hello, friends. This is rosanamod. Thank you very much. We are at episode 199, and today is 10 tips to boost your sales on eBay. Are you an eBay seller like me? Are you? Okay, what do you sell? Let me know. Tell me what you sell. I'm curious. I sell everything. Right now, I've got 62 items, not a lot. I'm working on it. That is vintage jewelry. Beautiful. Look at it. Go check it out. I noticed that I don't have a lot of watchers on some of these items, and I thought, I'm selling here and there, but it's not really a lot. So what can I do to boost the sale? Well, I noticed that one of the things that I could do, which brings me to number 1 of the top 10, but it's not in any order, is offer free shipping. So what I did was I went in and looked for items that were over $19.95, and I offer free shipping on those items because I was being cheap. I have cute little gift boxes that I put in there, and I pack it up really nice, and I wanted to add that as a shipping and handling, and I wanted to add that into the price, and I think that's where we make the mistake. If I buy in bulk, like I do for my gift boxes and everything, it really doesn't cost me that much. So what you do, the trick is you want to add another maybe $5, $6, $7 for the shipping and handling, depending on where it goes, right? So let's just say $6. You want to add that to it. So, make it $20, make it $19.95, and then add free shipping. That way, if it goes out and you pay $6, $7, you're still going to make your money back on the earrings, and you don't have to worry too much. And it looks better because free shipping is always going to beat out the item that doesn't offer free shipping. So that's what I do as a buyer. I look for free shipping. And I probably go even further than that. If they don't offer free shipping, I'll add up the total of the item that I want to buy with the shipping cost, and then I'll see if it's worth, the item. But what I do is I just raise it a little bit because all of the stuff that I have is actually really good. I don't have a lot of cheap stuff here. All of my vintage items are from estate sales or personal items that I've had for years and years that I really am trying to get rid of because I want new inventory. I'm tired of holding on to these things. So I've really reduced a lot of my prices. Number 2 on the list is photos. A lot of the photos weren't bright. They didn't have a lot of light. I didn't like the background. I really like the white background so you can see the item unless the item is white. So if I have like pearl earrings or white earrings, then I'll put it up against a darker background. If I have a vintage piece, I'll put it up against an old lace background. Like my vintage SNK dangle crystal Aurora Borealis earrings are beautiful. They're $29.95. They're gorgeous. They're for weddings. They're really pretty. So I used an old lacy napkin. It's actually an old vintage napkin that I'm going to sell. I put them on top of that and they look perfect. So pay attention to your photos. Number 3 is change the description. I noticed that I went through each one of my descriptions and they were not cohesive. They were different fonts. They didn't look right. They didn't jump out at me and catch my attention. So what I did was I went on Word document and I made a template. So everything looked the same. It had the description on the top, the measurement in the middle of how much it measures, the item measures, and then on the bottom, I put, my gift, all of my jewelry come with red gift boxes ready to give. Keep looking, something like that. Keep looking. I add items daily. And that bottom part has red and blue fonts a lot bigger than the rest of the description, so it catches your attention. It catches your eye. Oh, this stuff already comes gift wrapped, basically. because it does. I mean, you don't have to go out and buy a gift box. It's already in there. Number 4 is measure. If you don't measure your items, don't guess. I don't like the pictures that have like pennies or dimes or quarters next to them so that you can see the size. I would rather just you not put that on there and make the picture really good and clear. Only the item by itself. Make sure that the item is also different angles, front and back, especially jewelry. Front, back, and side if you can. If you can't do that, clip them onto a cup. I've got pictures where I have earrings that are clipped onto a wine glass, and it's perfect because you can see the back of it and you can see the front just by turning the glass, right? And then measure it with an actual centimeter or an actual tape measure. Number 5 is add recommended details. What is that? Well, the recommended details are going to be when you go into your description. When you're listing your item, the recommended details is going to be right there. It says item specific. The item specific is to provide info about the item you're selling, such as brand, size, type, color, and style. These details help buyers find your item when they filter their searches and appear at the top of your listing description in a consistent format. Excuse the stupid neighbor. What can I tell you? This is what I'm talking about. It's impossible here. So then you have brand. You put your brand. Then you put style. And then it says beaded, chandelier, climber, blah, blah, blah. Then it says type, earrings, base metal, unknown, or gold or silver, whatever, main stone color. All that stuff are details that people look up to. In other words, those are all keywords that people put into a description when they're looking on eBay. Essentially, that's what it is. So you want to fill as much of that as you can. Is it time consuming? Yes, it is. Do I like doing it? I freaking hate it. I hate doing this. It stinks, So you just fill as much of that out as you can. Additional buyers may also be interested in these specifics. Are they signed? Yes. Is it antique? Yes. The shape. What date is it? What era is it from? If you don't know, put unknown or don't put anything. Occasion. That's important because that's also going to bring you up in the searches. So right now, occasion, I'm going to put Christmas, birthday, anniversary, engagement, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, graduation. Why not? Okay. And then that's it. Just fill as much of that as you can. Number 6 is ship within 2 days. That's what I do. I ship within 2 days. Of course, the shorter you ship, your ship time is better. You don't want to put in there 5 days. I mean, you do have a choice. It does go all the way up to 30 days. But I guess those are for people that live out of the country and it takes them a while. Some of them say same business day. Some of them say 1 business day. I always put 2 business days because you never know. I've gotten caught before where I put 1 business day and it's not enough. Well, now I can do it. So number 7, 14-day return. This is totally up to you. I like 14-day returns. I do like to have that option for people because if you don't put a return option, you're going to compete against those that do have a return policy. Better to have a return policy because you never know. If you don't like something, you should be able to return it. Number 8, pack it really well. I changed my packing. I do perfect packing. When I put that little gift box inside that 5x5 box, I don't want it moving around and making sounds like it's moving around. So I'll stuff it, even if it's with newspaper. I've done that before. We just grab a bunch of newspaper and you just surround that little gift box in there so you make sure that it doesn't shake. And then get really good tape, shipping tape, and make sure that it's strong. And I also put shipping tape on top of the label that I print out for where it's going in case it rains. Because if it rains, it's going to get messed up. Better to be safe than sorry. So that's always good too. Number 9 is no shipping and handling charge. don't know if I mentioned that already. I used to charge $2. So it makes it less on their end when they see the shipping. You see, it's a big difference when you take that shipping and handling cost out of there. And number 10 is weigh your stuff. Please invest in a scale. It's not that expensive. I think I got this scale for free from stamps.com, and I'm not even a part of stamps.com right now. I should be, but I'm not. They give this to you for free when you sign up, and then if you cancel, you still keep the scale. And that's what I use. It's a perfect scale. It's very accurate. Most of my items are under 4 ounces. So what I do is I get, which is another bonus for you guys, USPS first class. And I want to talk about this at some point, shipping, because it was the most confusing thing there is to me. USPS first class ships within 3 to 5 business days, and it's only for items that are under 13 ounces. So if you sell jewelry or makeup, something light and small like that, USPS first class is going to be the most efficient and the cheapest for you and for the buyer. Priority mail is a little bit more expensive, but it's also for things that are over, I think it's up to 70 pounds is the max. So if you're selling bigger items, then the priority mail would be like maybe shoes or something. I think that's priority. And that's it. Another tip for you. USPS will send you free priority mail boxes to your house for free, and they'll just leave it at your door. Shoe boxes included. So go on the USPS.com for USPS priority, because a lot of that size for those shoes are good for what I need, which are dolls. I have dolls that I make that I will be selling that are perfectly fit in there. That's all I have for you today. So if this went a little long, it doesn't matter. 10 minutes, is that too long? 15 minutes, that's not too long. That's pretty good. I don't want to make them too short, but I don't want to make them too long. I know they say, if you're going to talk about, daily, it should be like 4 or 5 minute long. Why? Why should they be? I hate it when they're so short. I've listened to podcasts before, and I'm like listening, and I'm thinking, I can listen. I want to hear something, and I just learned something, and I want to hear them talk and teach me. And then it's like 4 minutes done. See you next week. Bye. And I'm sitting there going, man, I just got ripped off. It's a good thing it's free. You know what I mean? A lot of times that's how it is. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Tomorrow is Thursday Love, and I will be pulling some emails on Thursday, and I'm telling you this ahead of time because I already pulled one, and it was just freaking, I can't even believe it. So I'm just warning you, I cannot wait to do this one. If you have any ideas for me, or if you want me to talk about anything, just let me know. Again, you can contact me on Instagram or rosanamodpod@gmail.com. Look at the show links below, and you will be able to contact me any way you want. I am warning you ahead of time, though, as far as Facebook goes. I will not be on Facebook after November. The reason why is simple. I just don't want to be a part of it anymore. I don't really have a lot of friends on there, and I don't use that as my network. My network is primarily on Instagram, and it's on LinkedIn. When people want to talk to me, they call me or they email me, and that's really how it's word of mouth with me. It's not really so much a social media thing, but I'm trying to expand, but we'll see what we do. That's all I have for you today. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And how do we end it? You know how. Come on. How do you do it? Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless you, and what do we say?